those travels as you can, as the song says. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome, Goglings, Goglinites, Gogorifics, Gog Peoples. Feels like forever since I've seen you, but it's actually only been 2 weeks, at least on GOG. I hope everyone is doing well and is looking forward to some more Pathfinder Kingmaker today. I am your host, Arvin Elleron. This is the show Pen and Pixels that we do here every Tuesday from 4 to 7 p.m. Eastern, where we focus on story and narrative in games. And I'm actually, I've been enjoying this game a lot, but I have to say, again, we're going to have to see how this goes today, because although I've been enjoying it, there are some other games that I've been wanting to give a try to, and I may end up deciding to do that. I want to see how it goes today, though, because I always go back and forth. Like, sometimes I have days like this where I'm like, maybe today this will be the last time I'll do this for a while. And then I try it, and then I have a really good time, and I'm like, well, maybe, so I keep going back and forth. We'll see. But there are a couple of other games that I want to give a shot to. So we will have a chance to see how that all goes in a little bit. But we will see. It is episode 199 of Pen and Pixels. So episode 200 next week, which is hard to imagine. 200 episodes. That's a lot of episodes. And, it's been great streaming here over the past few years and hanging out with all of you lovely people and the wonderful people on the GOGcom community. That has been a great pleasure. But we are back, and I am looking forward to some Pathfinder Kingmaker today. So let me turn on that. There we go. Good to see you all. Welcome. I will also say, as a public service announcement for everybody, two things. First of all, because I had some people ask me a little bit about the music of this. So that, of course, is Yellow Wood from my band's first album, Drift. And if anyone is curious, let me turn on Twitch chat. And if anyone is curious about how to get more information about that, I should say that if anyone is in the Boston area, I'm going to be, my band is going to be doing a live show on Friday, December 13th at 10 p.m. From a club called the Lily Pad in Somerville, Massachusetts. So if you want to see this, firsthand and actually see in person what this is like, then you can stop by and check that out. The second little public service announcement I wanted to give was just to remind everybody that today is election day in the United States. And so if you are in the U.S., please make sure that you go and vote for local or regional elections. Now, this is not the big election where we are going to hopefully reverse fascism and take back our country. That will happen next year. But this one is for local elections. And so I went and I voted, as I always do in every election, because that's what democracy is all about. But if you haven't voted already, please go do that and then come back. And I will still be here. I'll be here with you for the next 3 hours streaming. So please make sure to do that, and make sure that you let your voice be heard. They would like you not to vote. You need to vote because your voice needs to be heard. So please make sure that you go and do that as soon as you can. And then you can also get one of these awesome, stickers. See. But anyway, so, we've got some Pathfinder Kingmaker on the docket for today as I get back into this game. Again, depending on how things go today, this might be my last time that I play Pathfinder Kingmaker in a little while. I don't know. And I have been enjoying it a lot, but it is a long game, and it wasn't really, the design of this program was not originally to make it where I would have these huge, epically long games that take, literally months and months and months and months and months to finish. That wasn't really the point. So I got to think about it. Again, I've been enjoying it a lot, but typically what happens is I'll have like a really great session. I'm like, yeah. And then I'll have someone where I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, oh my God, can we move on, please? So I want to kind of play it by ear, I guess, and see how things go today. And then we'll make the final decision about whether we're sticking with it. It seems that chat has been enjoying it, so I don't want to deny that. But it's just, there's a certain point where I'm kind of like, oh my God, let's move on, please. So we will see whether or not I'm going to keep going with this next week or not. But in any case, I'm going to be playing it today. And so with no further ado, let us get into it now. And I hope that everybody is doing well since last I saw you. And on we go. Boom, boom, boom. Ba ba boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Still loving this music. Oh, sorry. Start too early. There it is. Okay. Arv in the city. Yes. Because I think that was the last one, wasn't it? Yeah. Yes, chat works. Yeah, I noticed. What's up, Likey? I noticed that Twitch also had a couple of some weird snafus today. I noticed that it affected Code Carnage's stream and some other folks. So I'm fine. Ever since I got the new Verizon setup that I have here, like internet has been just absolute rock solid on point. I literally haven't dropped a frame, knock on wood, in 6 weeks. But you know, still I want to be aware of what's going on. So. Okay, so here we go. So we did a lot of these things. So what have we got here? We've got an Ancient Curse Part 3. That's not happening for another 260 days and 9 hours. We've got the Mother of Monsters, yes, and then we've got Witch Hunt. So we have to meet Keston near the Shrine of Lamashtu on Moon Day, the first day of a week. So maybe I need to do that first. Let me go hit to Lamashtu. Hey, what's up, coming guy? I think I already did a lot of my... Yeah. Okay. Right. That's fine. Whoa. Stop yelling and listen to me. I'm trying to talk some sense into you. There's nothing to talk about, Alov. This is my home. Here I was born, and it is here I die. You dolt? That's what I'm saying. You stay and you'll die before your time. Can't you see what's going on? Monsters, goblins, and bandits. Turn your back for a moment, there's some fiend crawling right out of your neighbor's entrails. You talk too much. Just do your work, play to Rastil, and stay close to your home and family. That's all there is to it. We've seen worse. Aye, back when you were half your age and unmarried. Eric, old friend, think of Jenny and your little ones. What if some beast comes knocking at your door? You're a woodcutter, not a swordsman. We have to leave the barony while we still can. Rastil, have mercy, your grace. Forgiveness, your grace. We were just discussing the crops. I'll teach you some manners, okay? I understand that you are worried about your close ones and yourself. But hear me. Without loyal, upstanding people by my side, I can never rescue this realm from the evils plaguing it. If you stay, I swear, I'll do everything in my power to put an end to this madness. What? Why did I fail a diplomacy check? God damn it, I don't fail diplomacy checks. That's frustrating.
In due time.
Okay. Right, keeping those. Okay. Let's kick it all the way live. And we're going to be bringing that down to... Alright, Lamashtu, right? Yeah, the Shrine of Lamashtu. There's the Shrine of Lamashtu. Alright. Let's keep going there. I've gotten used to the Neverwinter Nights Tyrants of the Moonsea. I've been playing through on my channel, which has been awesome. But the quick save on that is G. And I'm like, G? Really? Like... Alright. What do we got?
Their life ends here.
Oh, hi.
Let us strike as one.
Serves you right.
Do not falter.
This will hurt.
Oh, there is not so good.
Tear them apart.
Oh! Oh my god, stop the fight. The annihilations, though. Wow. That was nuts. Okay. Wow. That was crazy. Hey, what's up, Zinnik?
Done with waiting.
God, that vigor is terrible. Renewed vigor. I mean, I don't know. I guess in a pinch, whatever, but... Can you skin? Yeah, too heavy. Alright, that was exciting. That was an encounter that did not work out for them. Oh, nice. Testing it with some music. And is it measuring up to the test? Okay. Let's get over to there. Save this under R of continuing. I can. R of continuing. Nice, nice. Haha, yeah, Marinda. Oh shoot, it didn't work.
I need to catch my breath.
Alright, well, I suppose it's time to rest then. Gotta get somebody in camouflage, though. You get in there, please. Alright, and we're gonna want... Let's see, not... This is gonna add us +1 to all saving throws. Hunter's Roast. 1 temporary hit point per level for a day. Hell yes.
The way you smashed that creep with a spell. Left nothing but smoking boots.
And the way you picked up those two and crashed their helmets together, it sounded like the bells were tolling.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad that you do. Okay, so... How do I know what the first... Because it says I have to meet this person... Okay. Quick save there. Actually, no, you know what? I should save this under our continuing. It says that I'm supposed to meet this person the first day of the week, which I don't know if this is the first day of the week. A little bit of tyranny. Ah, good. Seeing you, Keston nods. Under his coat, you notice a suit of armor. A sword hangs at his belt. The guard is ready to fight. I'm happy to see you, my Baron. While we were waiting for you, I've had enough time to choose a good place for the ambush. I've received your letter, Keston, and came as soon as I could. Thank you, Your Grace. I've decided you'd like to see this place with your own eyes. Lamashtu Shrine is on the other side of the hill. I suggest we set ambush right here. The visibility is good, so we can watch the cultists unnoticed and choose the right moment to strike. If you wish, you can examine the location. What do you know about Lamashtu? Not much, Your Grace, but I've heard some things. Goblins, kobolds, and other wild beasts worship her. She helps them to breed, protects their young. As for people, the blessing of Lameshtu is too dangerous for them. A woman can give birth to something so terrible the villagers might decide to drive a mother and child out of from the village. This whole last few dialogue boxes, I wonder if someone was pretty tired when they threw this in or rushed, or worse. You can go down and take a look at the shrine. The scouts who've been watching the cultists told me, that shouldn't be a comma, told me about hideous rituals that were performed here. The cultists disfigure and mutilate themselves, shriek like demons, and copulate in the mud. Keston frowns in disgust. I just can't imagine who in the right mind, except for goblins, would ask Lameshtu for help and agree to be part of this abomination. We ready for ambush? Not today. Come back later and we'll get them when they least expect us. Yeah, the problem is that I might as well just pick up stuff around here while I'm looking at it because I'm not here the right day. Zeta Nico. Hey, good evening, Zeta. Or Zeta, I should say. Stone is covered with strange images. Flat stone is covered with blood and littered with skulls and bones, all that is left from nauseating rituals. Statue portrays mother of monsters, a pregnant woman with three-eyed jackal head and feathered wings.
I do what I must.
I am what I am. Hello, I chase plants. No, I would not say that's off topic. It's a little bit of a tough call because, so Pillars is its own rule set. It is not D&D or Pathfinder based. This is strict Pathfinder. If you're a big Pathfinder fan, then that definitely would be one sort of governing mechanism. I find the combat in this to be more enjoyable than I did in Pillars. I think the story is... This wanders about quite a bit. I think the story in Pillars is probably better, although I have to say I did not love Pillars of Eternity. I've played it on the stream, and I played it on the stream, and I won it, and I liked it, but I didn't love it, and I thought that there were parts of it that could have been... Okay. There are parts of it that I thought could have been designed in a way that would have made it easier from combat and other sort of such matters. So, Frost Falchion. So I liked it, but I didn't adore it, is what I would say. So if it were me, I don't know. I having won Pillars, I guess I would probably recommend Pillars over this, but I mean, I like both of them, and I think both of them have some issues also, you know, so I don't know 100% whether this is the right...
I'm off.
Whether, I would choose... I guess if I were choosing between the two of them, I'd probably choose Pillars, I guess. Yeah. Sure, my pleasure. Okay, now, this is supposed to be... The only thing I don't know how to do this here is... It says to meet him on a moon day, the first day of a week. But I don't know how to tell what the first day of a week is. See, I don't know. I don't know what the first day of a week is in here. I don't know.
I'm not afraid.
Whoa.
You deserve it.
Doing a little bit of sour please over there.
To victory!
Oh, come on.
They go down!
Well, that's problematic.
We will prevail!
Dude, come on. Seriously?
Octavia, show me that fire trick again. The one you did to entertain the children at the Capitol. Seriously? You're not 5, you know. All right. I have to finish something, but then I'll show you.
No, not the same voices. Yeah. Well, nothing here is really a threat to me, at least not very likely. So, but okay. So now can we do the ambush? Ugh. Man, how do I... Oh, maybe that's what that means? Man, I don't want to leave now. I should have realized it was going to be... I thought it was going to be easier than this, just to sort of wait around. I should have thought about that. Because I want to do this and then do Mother of Monsters. And I wasn't... I don't know. I didn't think about that. I'm not using any rations, I guess. Is that like... There we go. Farest is 3. Okay.
Why does every noble who so much as glances at me deem it necessary to compose embarrassing odes to me? Why not give me a new pair of boots, for instance?
You obviously mean something more personal, but I do agree. One can accept odes from a poor, joyful bard, but a noble should give precious gifts, or one doubts their generosity.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright, how we doing on the time? So rest took 1 day. Now can we? Now can we? Now can we? Now can we? Ugh. Alright, okay. Wish I could just set... Why can I not set the time? Or if there was like a... I wish there was like a wait command or something.
Let's be quick.
Provoked. This is for you.
Mm-hmm.
propose? I need inspiration.
This won't kill me!
No, it won't. Oh, man. Just rest. Good. All right. This is not how I meant to do this. Oh my god. I must have gotten this just at the beginning of the week. So that I have to wait all the way to the next, like, time. I'm sure there was, like, a wait command or something. I don't know if there's a wait command here that I can do. Ugh, still 3 days, man.
Blood
Whoa.
You should have run!
Any last wishes?
All right.
Running won't help you!
Damn it.
Fight if I have to.
And rest. Who's talking about those carcasses are just piling up like
I wonder. He's weird. An elf, but looks old. And he's blind. And he doesn't like to share stories. What a miser. So, who is he? The oldest elf on whole Galarian? Or an enchanted prince of Kyonin? Oh, maybe he's a god suffering a memory loss. I'm so excited. I won't be able to sleep tonight. Damn it.
I know, right? I'm gonna run out of space pretty soon. You speak the truth. Okay. Now? Now can we do it? Now? Now? I'll turn this car around. God almighty, man. Okay. My favorite, timed missions. Alright. We gotta be pretty close, though. Okay. We're only 2 days away.
To arms! Taste my fury.
He just is like, he's like, huh. All right, back to rest. He's just.
We've down the ones. Onward!
Good stuff.
Face me if you dare.
Come on. Oh, no, get over there.
Stop me. Stay behind
Get over there. All right. Bullet bone plates. Yeah, 200.
Enjoy your final moments.
Come on.
Burn.
Okay. Come on, rest.
I've heard much about the lands to the east. Dunsword. That's what those lands are called, right? I'd like to go there once, to walk its endless expanse under an eternal sky.
A Dunswardish dwarf once decided to wee in a bucket and hide it. Despite his display having caused such dismay, he never felt guilt or denied it. I came up with that while I was at the academy. Too bad there are no dwarves in Dunsward to appreciate the piece.
Yeah, that's a shame, Lindsay. Okay. Look at all the... Oh, man. All right. Now? No. Oh, my God. It must be the next day. Like, one more resting day, and I should be able to do it. Look at all of these bodies. I like Hunter's Roast. Oh, I can't do Hunter's Roast? Monster Casserole might be useful.
Kaisi, what is that trick where you go into a portal and then appear again? I've never seen anything like it.
It's a special magic trick I learned in my homeland. I traveled through the elemental plane to renew my strength.
Okay. Quick saved. Now. Please tell me it's time. Oh, come on, man. Are you serious? Lean cuisine. For the love of God. Alright. See, but no, isn't this the first day? Okay, here we go. I'm ready, Keston. Let's get those cultists. Jeez. Finally. Come to me, Lamashtu's children. Today we praise our great mother who imbued Adela's cub with life. Praise the mother of beasts, a glorious day. We are here, Lamashtu. Lamashtu favors us. She blessed the pack with a new cub, a beautiful female cub, marked by the goddess's sacred touch. I've seen the cub. Goddess took cub mother's life as a payment. What a worthless female she was, only able to bear a single child. Oh my God, dude. Okay, embellish your bodies with the scars in the name of the goddess. You might want to spell embellish right. What?
Ah, a test of my ability.
For you.
Okay.
Next strike is one.
And next. Oh, catch the fleeing cultist. Wait. Darn it, this is what I meant to do. Doesn't matter. Go! Catch fleeing cultist, go! The triumph over the wicked Lamashtu cultists proved incomplete. Some villain, or villainess, had slipped away under the cover of darkness and into a narrow gorge among the rocks. Without a second thought, our brave Baron, loyal Keston, and their comrades in arms rushed after the fleeing figure. The figure, clad in black, was barely visible in the dark. The villain had gotten far ahead of us. At the last moment, the Baron noticed their prey had turned aside and disappeared behind the rocks. After they decided to take a shortcut to catch the cultists by surprise, the party started climbing up the stone ridge. Climbing in the darkness is a difficult task. It's not a joke when you try to catch a stable rock and hear the small stones crumble under your feet. What's up, Kilgore? Good to see you, man. Several times it seemed our heroes were out of luck, but their stubbornness and the thought of the runaway cultist gloating about eluding them gave them strength. Moments later, we were at the top. So our heroes found themselves at the top, and just in time. The cultist, barely visible in the darkness, was threading his way through the gorge directly beneath him. Seeing the cultist was so focused on finding his footing, he didn't notice his pursuers perched above him, giving the Baron a chance to strike. So we could either trigger an avalanche or dexterity, send the swiftest and most agile down the unable slope in hopes of cutting the runaway off. Failed at dexterity, but succeeded at a perception check. Peered from the darkness like a spirit. The runaway clearly hadn't been expecting that. Arvin Elrond barely had time to react when the cultist burst into a sprint. Darkness failed to cover the peculiar way the runaway walked. The robed figure was limping badly, dragging their right leg. Despite that, the cultist vanished in the darkness without a trace. The party followed to the edge of the plateau where the flatlands began. As our brave heroes reached the edge of the plateau, the vastness of the Kamalands opened before them, an ocean of high grass as far as the eye could see. A beautiful sight, but finding our quarry in this green sea, it would prove impossible. With our heads down and hopes lost, we descended to where a small streamlet flowed amongst the stones. And then, there before us, good fortune. In his haste, our... In his haste, the man had choked... had choked on some nacho chips. Excuse me. Let's see. In his haste, our villain had run through the high grass, leaving a trail for all to see. The party immediately set off, driven by a single desire, to capture the criminal who dared to escape the punishment of the Baron and had led us on this unwelcome chase. You got that right. We moved as swiftly as we could, but even the ground seemed to fight us. Rock gave way to mud, mud which grew deeper as we marched on and seemed to grab at our boots. Even the wind began to rise, lashing at our cloaks, and a foul scent filled the air, sure signs we were heading towards the gnarl marches. Soaking wet and exhausted, our heroes came upon a cabin at the edge of a swamp. According to Keston, it was a hunter's lodge, owned by Dumra, a hunter who lived there alone and was known for her great temper and little patience. It also looked as if it might be a place where the cultist would seek shelter. It was unlikely the runaway would brave the depths of the gnarl marches in the middle of the night. So the Baron pushed open the door and stepped inside, letting a touch of the cool night air in. Man. The lodge is lit with only a few candles on the tables and the counter. Shadows lie thick around the room. A number of people are here. A well-dressed couple at one of the tables. A girl in simple dress dozes near the opposite wall. And at the counter is an untidy dwarf. She's wiping the mugs and glaring at you. From the half-open kitchen door, you hear the clanging of pans upon metal, presumably a stove. Things have gone from bad to worse. We must find the cultists before they flee, and we have no idea what they look like. The people in the lodge look surprised and concerned. Each seems to recognize you and ask themselves, what is the ruler of these lands doing here at such a late hour, flanked by armed guards? Keston Hands falls to his weapon. Your Grace, I'm ready to make an arrest. But if you wish to investigate further before making a decision, I'll make sure no one leaves the lodge until you give the order. I'm going to look around and speak with these people. Maybe I'll find something. As you command, Your Grace. No one will leave this house. I'll make sure of that. My advice, take their room keys. Their personal belongings speak their owner's intent, often more than their masters would like. Okay, chat with the locals and check their rooms. Alright, are finding the cultist. Alright, here we go. Now, there's one other thing that I didn't have a chance to look at because I was too busy trying to find stuff. crushing bone, hear me. Each word I speak shall turn to stone. The world shall shudder at my word. Open your eyes and see. The world becomes beautiful. Burnt forests stretching to the horizon. Mounds of bodies, blackened skies, skulls littering the coast like gravel. I, the one who renders the flesh of her enemies, take in this beauty. All living beings tremble at my sight. Bow to me. Search. Search the children of Shelyn. Tear them apart. Destroy them. No. Transform them. Grant them the gift of rebirth. Let them become beautiful, befitting the beauty I shall bring into this world. O great Lamashtu, the eater of hearts, reveal your truth to us. We hear your call. All of you shall live in a better world. Curse Pazuzu, the flying worm. What? He shall fall in this war, soon. Myriads of warriors under my command. The mountains themselves shall crumble at our feet. Burn all. Make the world beautiful. The ground thirsts for blood. I thirst for beauty. Give birth to beasts. I shall... Totally sane. Totally sane.
I'm listening.
There we go.
I need a challenge.
All right, a bearded middle-aged man stands before you. He wears a massive gold chain on his neck. The woman beside him gives a polite smile and a nod as you approach. Greetings, Baron. Let me introduce myself, Cabron Tedrim from Restov. And this is my wife, Una Tedrim. We've come to your lands to hunt, yet I admit we did not expect to meet you in person. To what do we owe this honor? You've recognized me at once. Do I know you? I doubt it, but news about developments within the stolen lands and your role in them has traveled far. Arvanelleron is a well-known name beyond your borders. I hear that he streams on Twitch TV and occasionally on GOG Comms channel. Far from Bravoy, are you not? You see, I've heard the wildlife here are excellent sport, so I decided to see for myself, sort truth from rumor, you understand. Fortunately, my fair wife was in favor of the trip, so here we are. Do you prefer snares or a bow? A bow? What kind of prey do you hunt? Cougars. Magnificent predators, worthy prey for a worthy hunter. This guy is not a hunter. Hope you enjoy your hunting. Let's change the topic. Odd place to rest for the night. Why, Baron, we adore this charming dwelling. Tell me about yourself, please. I'm a legalist, Baron. My job is to ensure Restov's laws are upheld. My wife is a keeper of the hearth and my loyal companion in prolonged journeys. Oh yes, of course, Cabron Tedrim. I've heard about you and your famous legal cases. Is that so? I doubt, Baron, that anything you've heard concern me. My family name is a common one. I've so many relatives, I know not a quarter of them. This guy is lying through his teeth. Legalist, you're a judge? Not exactly. I work as a legal defendant in cases where a suspect's innocence must be proven, and I admit I have moderate success in this field. No need to bother you with tedious tales from the courts. You see, he may have had to flee. He may not be a cultist. He may just have had to flee. So he's giving all this, like, nonsense, but it's not that he's the cultist. I don't care about why he fled. I'm just trying to find the cultist. We decided a trip was in order. My husband worked long hours during the last several months, so he felt the journey would be good for us. Well, with a difficult job like yours, it's impossible to get by without some divine support. Whom do you address your prayers to? Why, to Abadar, of course. Divine patron of law and lawyers. Surely you are aware of Abadar, are you not? You must be. No matter, no matter. I need a key to your room. As you wish, Baron. Crime has taken place nearby. The one responsible may be hiding in this house. You seen anything suspicious? I'm afraid, Your Grace, we won't be able to help you. Have you seen anyone suspicious? What's up, Paddock? Oh, nice, Coven Guy. We are not accustomed to such company, Baron. Besides, from the Restov legalist point of view, every person in the room is suspicious. You know the hostess of this lodge? No, I don't. And I must say, she doesn't look forward to meeting new people either. You were all who came into the lodge in the last hour or so. On second thought, this young woman, I didn't notice exactly when she entered the room. My dear, perhaps you recall, what was the name our hostess used addressing her? Oh, like a sweetheart. I cannot recall if I saw her at the start of the evening. And I'll come back to you later. To be clear, you are super suspicious. I bet there's going to be doubts for all of these. Okay. Alright, let's check with Dumra. I'm looking for someone. People are there in lodge except for you. Watch yourself. There are 3 of them all sitting over there. That one in the kitchen, guessing she's the servant to these noble folk. They look to be carrying all the coins. I'm looking for someone. Can you help me? Do you know who your guests are? Why should I? I'm not their ward. They come, they pay for a bed, they keep quiet. Why would I care who they are? A crime has happened, Dumra. I need your help to find the culprit. So what did this culprit do wrong? Shot a deer in someone's lands? And now the criminal has to run away as if she was an animal herself? Whatever it is, leave me out of it. Let everyone in your house? Why are you hinting at, huh? Your guest, Dumra. Do you allow anyone who asks to spend a night here? Of course, everyone. What else am I expected I do? Pick who gets a warm spot near the fireplace and who gets left out in the rain? I've let in you and your thugs, though you've put a terror in my other guests. Excuse me? Who are you calling a thug? You're a fair lass, sure, but who knows what thoughts you have in that pretty head of yours. Remember when they came to your lodge? Went to check on my traps. Some people arrived when I was away, so I can't tell you for sure, your grace. Cultist of Lameshtu is hiding in your lodge. I have to find them. One of Lameshtu's own? That's quite a story you've spun, your grace. Next you'll tell me I'm holding Rovagug down in the cellar? And what's your proof that I hide cultists? There are footprints leading to your lodge. Folk come to this lodge every day, both from flatlands and the swamps. Your lodge is the only house in the neighborhood. And, is it a bad thing to provide shelter for those who's lost? Several hours' walk from your lodge is a shrine of Lameshtu. Barren enough. Here in the Stolen Lands, you can't swing a dead cat without hitting some goblin's nest or cursed ruins or shrine of something foul. I like your tone. Really. And how would you react if a mob barged into your home and started troubling you and your guests? If you were expecting me to bow and scrape before you, you're mistaken. I'm not going to argue with you. To examine your room. 17. Listen, the sooner I cross you out the suspect list, the sooner I'll leave you alone. Do me a favor and give me your room key, and all this will be over before you know it. Your way, then. But have a care. No digging through my undergarments, or I'll have your hands on hooks, you hear? Okay. So, we've got Tedrin's room key and the hostess's room key. So far, so good. Those who are lost. Yes, that's correct. Those who is lost. It doesn't make sense. Alright. Said Olika. The woman back there said Olika, and it was Cabern. I wondered who the heck Olika was. A young woman stands before you wearing a plain dress and a hooded cloak. Her belly is swollen. She is pregnant and her time is near. I've heard other people calling you Baron, your grace. It's an honor to be in your presence. I am Olika. What are you doing here? I'm taking what rest I can after a long day on the road, your grace. I'm a widow. I've barely had 2 seasons to mourn my husband, and he left me with child. And in difficult times like these... I've got a sister in Gralton. God's bless her, she's agreed to give me a shelter in her house. So I went there. There was nowhere else to go. Where are you from? From Galt, your grace. I'm from a tiny village near the tract. Guess no one here ever heard about this place. Do you plan to stay in Gralton? I don't know yet. If things turn out well, why not? Theoretically, the bananas has gone bad. Could be Kilcannon, but it seems like an odd sort of out-of-place thing that's not replicated elsewhere. There are a number of other places where it's who are as opposed to who is, and so that makes a difference. Hey, 16 raiders from Braxton Wise. Thank you, Braxton. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Welcome into GOG, Raiders. It's a long journey for you. I have little coin, your grace, so I have to beg traders on the road to ride in their carts. I spend nights anywhere I have to. This place is at least warm and dry. What's up, you Christensen? You see this couple at the table? They're nobles from Restov. They claim you were the last one who'd come to the hall. But that's true, it's not. Dumra, the hostess, she She was the last one. I remember her coming through the kitchen. Looking for a cultist of a dark goddess. Can you help me? Cultist? That's horrible. But how can I help you? Have you seen any... No, not yet. I'm still playing it, Coven. I'm going to be playing more of it this month, actually. I'm closing in on... I think I'm in the home stretch, but I have not beaten it yet. Have you seen anything suspicious tonight? No, I don't think so. Do you know anyone in this hall? First time I've seen these people was when I'd stepped over the threshold of this lodge. Do you know what came to the lodge last? I heard a noise from the kitchen. It was like something fell on the floor. And then this grumpy old lady, Dumra, came out. Talk about something else. I need a key to your room. All right. All right. I gotta check that kitchen.
Anything else?
Mastel's holy symbol above the fireplace. The god of the hunt and family ties protects this place. Fire crackles, number of bottles with faded labels.
Ha! A trivial task.
Something is burning inside the stove. It was thrown in the fire not long ago. Alright, the kitchen servant is busy grinding herbs within a mortar. She's wearing a dress soiled with dark stains and her hair is knotted in a bun with a few stray hairs poking free. Woman doesn't appear to notice you as she makes her way to the stove. You notice she's limping badly on her right leg. Hey-o! Before you speak, she turns, sees you, and freezes. Who are you? Name's Sana. I cook for Tedrim's nobles from Restov. What will it be? What can you tell me about your masters? No quicker road to treble, talking about masters, that is. How would you like it if your servants were all a gossip about you? Oh, nice, Govin. That's good, actually. They pay regular, not stingy with their coin. They don't yell much. So I count myself fortunate, I do. Why are they here, you think? None of my business? Might be they have things to do, but I wouldn't know it. I mend, I cook, and I serve when, where needed. What are you cooking, Sana? That's there for tomorrow. Tomorrow's midday meal, it is. Acrid stench of vinegar. She doesn't know what she's doing. Looking for a criminal. What can be seen here, you say? Ask Dumra, she runs the house, she does. Has anyone come into the kitchen recently? Only Dumra came. No doubt checking to see I'm not palming the silver. As if there's anything worth stealing here, so there's not. The hostess of the lodge doesn't mind you cooking in her kitchen? As if she came here often herself. Filth piled in corners, the floods sandal deep in dirt. Had to work my fingers to bones to clean the kitchen before I could start a proper meal in this cowshed. I need the key to your room. Room? I don't have a room except here in the kitchen. Bed's a bench. Still warm enough, though. Alright, so she limps. So, Tedrim is the one who's the most shaky, but he may not be shaky about this. I don't really think a leak is a problem. The limping thing seems like obvious, but maybe is too much on the nose. So I don't know.
There's something here. That was easy.
Back door was used recently. Whoa. Sling staff. Hostess room key. Alright, that's good to know. Sling staff +2. A weapon that nobody can use. Some onions, some rice, flour, potatoes, cheese, and nuts. Camping supplies, rope. Okay, good, good, good. Lovely. Still got problems with healing potions. I have very few of them. Okay. So, we have a lot of suspects. Now I have all the keys. I can go upstairs and get some more. Wait. No. Let's go investigate ourselves. Bag contains Tender's clothes and personal belongings. Sheets are crumpled. The blanket is thrown aside. Someone was sleeping in this bed not long ago.
A trivial task.
No hunting bows, arrows, snares, nor any other signs of the Tedrums having any hunting on their minds. Yeah, so they lied about the hunting. That was obvious. The question really is, does that matter? Because they're lying about why they're here, but that doesn't necessarily make them cultists.
Applause, please.
What is that cloak? Cloak of Resistance +2. Which both of them already have. Aha! Increase your resistance. Your pièce de résistance. Okay.
I'm there.
So again, Tedrums are lying.
Applause, please.
You thief!
Interesting.
Pile of dirty clothes covers some snares. There are quite a few hunting bows and quivers with arrows. Ooh, 2,000 gold. Papers from Dummer's chest. Bought. 1 bottle of oil, 2 loaves bread, 1 bag salt, 7 eggs, 2 bags potatoes, 2 loaves bread, 2 bags potatoes. Don't buy from one-eyed old man again. Okay, all the things she bought. Weather, a clear day, rain in the evening, a clear day, a clear day. It rained a little. It was raining the whole day. Raining again. The sun came out, then it rained. Rain. Super exciting. Animals, rabbits getting more careful, must come up with a new snare. Less deer in the woods now. Hunters scared them all off. Saw a wyvern eat a deer today. Too many monsters around these parts. Hydras start attacking hunters. Hope they take on goblins as well. These monsters have scared off all game. Hungry times are coming. Important. Saw a goblin in the swamps. Another goblin lurking in the swamps. There's getting too many of them. Saw a bright flash coming from Candlemere. I don't know what it was. Didn't look like lightning. Must be goblins having fun. Everard came by today. I haven't seen him for a while. Told me a new ruler showed up in the Stolen Lands. For how long? Saw a goblin again. Incredibly exciting. So this is Dummer's room. Sheets in this bed look dirty. The old bed cover is sewed together from the number of patches. Receipts, shopping lists, and other papers pile over Dummer's table. Okay.
In due time.
Do not think it's Dummer. I think it's the Tedrums or the serving girl.
Done and done.
Chest contains modest clothing, some packed leftover food, a purse with herbs, and other personal belongings. Table is a pile of letters crossed with a ribbon. These are the letters from Olika's deceased husband. It seems they corresponded often.
Ha! A
Mattress
trivial
covers
task.
blood-stained cloth and bandages. It doesn't necessarily mean anything.
I did as you asked.
Follow if you dare.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. Could mean that she's having issues with pregnancy or...
I did as you asked. Done and done.
Alright, not going to rest right now.
I'm there.
I did as you asked.
Ooh, padded armor. Masterwork falcata. Padded armor +2. Okay. So, it's either Sana or the Tedrums. I think it's likely to be Sana.
I do what I must.
Hey, you don't get into hunting. The woman in the kitchen, your cook? Yes. We just can't imagine our lives without Sana. My constitution demands a unique diet. A private matter, if you don't mind. I've been to your room. I found no hunting weapons there. You see, well... I beg your pardon, Baron. Get a hold of yourself, you fool. You'll ruin everything. Truth be told, it's a rather embarrassing matter. I proved a much worse hunter than I thought. Just imagine, I managed to snap 1, not 2, but 3 bowstrings in a day. Infuriated, I broke my bow across my knee. Shames me to even speak of it. This guy is so dirty. It's either got to be the Tedrums or... Oh, man, I don't know. But it just still feels like they're hiding something else, not that. Liko, why are there blood-stained undergarments in your room? Where's that from? I'll explain. I'm expecting a baby. But because of the journey or of all the worries, something must have gone wrong. It hurts, and I bleed. Eesh. I tried to find out what's wrong, to heal myself, to appease the gods. The priest of Pharasma told me he couldn't help. The goddess rejected my child, said it would be born dead. But I can't just accept it. I can't give up. This child, my husband's child, all I have left from him. Shoot, man. I don't think it's her. We'll find out if that's the case. If that's a spoil, I really hope that's not a spoil. I didn't see it well, but if one of the mods could purge that, please don't tell me what the answer is. Let me play the game, please, okay? If I need to, I will happily ask. People say you came to the hall last. Right. I went out to the kitchen when this clumsy gal has knocked over some of my pots. What of it? Bunch of red herrings. Yeah, I don't know what that thing right above your comment, Kilgore, is. It looks like a spoiling of the mystery here. Unless that's just a guess. If that's a guess, Glacial Hell, that's fine, but if it's not, then... Who would you interrogate first? Hostess has been staring, hated us since we entered Minder. Oh, it's a guess. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. If it's a guess, then that's okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't a certainty. Okay, so I don't trust... The two people in question are Sana and the Tedrums. So, here's my thought process. See, Sana has got the limping thing going on, and she's a terrible cook. But it also may be that she may be sort of in league with the Tedrums. I don't think it's Dumra. What's up, Echo? I think, Sana, you know why I brought you here. I would? How? Do you jest, my lord? How could I know what you're thinking? Enough. We know who you are. Lamashtu won't help you. Is that so? Called it! Then you know little of our faith indeed. Booyah! The Great Mother is with me. Prepare yourself for her. Yeah! Called it. Stop, stop, I surrender. I surrender. You and your minions unleashed a blight across my lands. Because of you, monsters overrun the barony and honest people fear to leave their homes. That's nonsense. I've heard the stories about what's happening in your barony, half-elf, but I have nothing to do with this. The Great Mother rules the monsters of this world, but if you had truly earned her wrath, your lands would be drowning in blood. No, Baron, you must look elsewhere to place blame. Lamashtu and her followers have nothing to do with your troubles. Tell me who you are. Quick now. I am the priestess. What's up, Wenda Novakin? Yeah. I am not from these lands. I came because of the pleas of your people who seek the mercy of my goddess. I came to these lands in secret and hid my identity from everyone except for those initiated in the mysteries of Great Mother. Even the hostesses of this lodge had no idea who I was, and those looking for divine benefaction found me on their own, and there are more than the followers of Erastil would believe. Tell me about the cult of Lamashtu. We are numerous and we are strong. The tribe of Lamashtu followers grows every day, breeds, and spreads over the lands of Galarian in search for places to create new packs. What kind of rituals were you performing at the shrine? We prayed to Lamashtu. We asked for new offsprings in the pack. We mated like wild animals, free of stupid prejudices. I'll spare you the details, half-elf. Those like you were unable to accept the greatness of our ancient faith. Aren't you a merry bunch? But you know, Callistria's faith will have a lot of fun too, just without the risk of growing a pair of tentacles in the process. Don't you dare compare your frivolous goddess to ours, who's as old as the world itself. Your orgies are little more than entertainment for bored townsfolk. Ours are full of primordial wisdom. Could we please skip the theological debate over which cult has better orgies? Disgusts me to listen to this. Narrow-minded creatures living by stupid human laws. Where are the rest of Lamashtu cultists hiding? You cannot make me betray the children of Great Mother. Torture me if you like. Lamashtu will grant me... I know exactly, your orgies are better than yours. What's up, Esther? Will grant me the strength to endure any pain you inflict upon me. Have you allied with goblins and other creatures in the area? No, we have the same mistress, but our paths to faith are different. I held no illusions you could grasp the wisdom of my goddess. All these people in the lodge, are they here because of you? They were searching for the blessing of Lamashtu. Other gods have denied them, and they had to ask Mother of Monsters for a benefaction. The whole inn is just like crawling with cultists. The couple from Restov, did they come to meet you? Yes. Several years ago, the lawyer defended a necromancer in a court in his native city, and he won the trial. Since then, all Tedrum's attempts to conceive a child were doomed to fail, for Erasma didn't want to prolong the bloodline of a man who protected those who raised the dead. Una has more brains than her spineless mate, so she'd sought the support of Lamashtu. The child, of course, will bear the mark of goddess, but Tedrums don't have much choice, for Erasma's memory is long. Mark of the goddess, the Tedrums don't have much choice. Without possessive. For Erasma's memory is long. What's the story of Merchant's widow? Holika, Holika, Holika. She's a poor girl clinging to the unborn life in her womb. The seed of her husband was too weak. Olika's child is doomed to perish before coming to this world. Is the lodge hostess involved in all this? This thoughtless thing? No, she did not see, was not smart enough to see what was transpiring under her nose. I won't offend the name of Lamashtu by calling our hostess one of her tribe. Okay. Keston, I have an order for you, Your Grace. Priestess guilt is obvious to me. The others, not so much. These people are innocent. Let them leave. As for the priestess, she's banished from these lands forever. See to it she's removed from the barony at once. Harsh, but fair, befitting a true ruler. Your Grace, wait! Let me ask you. No, let me beg you. Allow the priestess to perform one last ritual. Let her save my child. I have no other hope except for Sana. Oh, God. Lady, this priestess is dirty, though. You can't trust this person. Too much of a softie. Fine, the priestess will perform a ritual for you, then Keston will follow my orders. Servant of Lamashtu, are you ready to help this woman? You may think of me whatever you like, but I have a duty to my pack. I'll help Alika, and the child will be born as a symbol of Lamashtu's grace. That's all. We'll deal with these people as you've ordered. I suppose it'll be a relief to Dummer to get rid of such troubling guests. I thank you, Your Grace, for your help and for your wisdom. A pity we didn't discover the true reason behind the blight, but at least we have one less mystery on our hands. Have a safe journey, my Baron. I'll name the child after you. Alright. We managed to catch the surviving Lameshtu cultist and get her confession. Alas, it wasn't what we wanted to hear. Seems the source of the blight spreading across the barony wasn't the Lameshtu cult. Let's hope we find some other leads to get the answers we seek. Alright. So that's fine. That could have been a lot worse. We at least ruled that one out. Yeah, the lady was trying to get magical assistance. And I'm a little still uncertain about... I'm a little nervous about whether that was the right idea to do that, but... I mean, it's not going to affect me in the short term, but... Hey, what's up, clown? Yes, I'd like to see your wares. Mostly because I want to sell some stuff. Let's see. Masterwork Falcata. Nobody can use the sling staff, so... let's get rid of... Keep the knee splitter. Let's see. Masterwork Longsword. Okay, and deal. Cool. All right. I really wish I had more healing potions. I gotta be honest. That's the only problem that I'm facing here. Okay. All right, let's leave, and we have things we gotta go check out, and specifically, we have to go check out... we have to go check out the Goblin Village. Just get across the bridge, good. Okay, we're going up to the Goblin Village. Nope. Okay, save that under R of continuing. Okay. Second lead to try to find out where this blight is coming from is here. I don't know what it is, but it's a goblin village of some kind, so... Alright, visit the goblin village. Alright, we have to find out who's in charge here. Well, I thought that we made clear it was not Lameshtu, so...
I'm there.
I'm there. Whoa! Let's go with us, beastie. You'll like it there. Friends in the village. Food, too. Hey, why he be roaring? Hey, hey, beastie. We be no food. We be friends.
Blood for Gorum!
I'll fight if I have to.
No problem. Take a Hydra Eye. Oh man, Masterwork Short Sword. Goblin Horse Slayer? Is that a thing? What do you specialize in? Oh, I like to slay horses. Okay, Let's go talk to the goblin leader. Hello. What's up? Hey, why are you running? Don't run. Hey,
Follow if you dare.
don't run. Hey. Hey, why you be pushing me? I'd be too handsome to die like that. Whoa! Why do they keep fighting all
This
these?
will be quick.
This is where I step in.
Do not falter!
I love the models of this are good. Really, really like them. Wow. Well, that used to be a Manticore model, chat. You're just gonna have to believe me. Amiri eliminated that situation. that was once a monster, and not anymore. Okay, so they're dealing with lots of creatures that are fighting. Ouch, enemies, don't dare touch us or Lamash 2 curses you. Why do you keep running away? Hey, hey, come back here. What?
Running won't help
You can't stop me!
Serves you right.
Oh god, get rid of that guy. Get rid of that guy.
Consider me provoked!
Taste my fury.
This is for you!
Man, the alchemists. Ooh, some kind of magical ring. Yeah, exactly. Yes, there, exactly. This is pushing it even for them. Okay, ring of protection +1. Not very exciting. Both of those are ring of protections +1. Okay. All right, let's bring
Command
forth,
me.
please. All right, Kalike. Do some healing for me. And Canara. Cool. Okay. What's going on here? Come here, beastie. That's a good one. Good one. We've been giving you food, dinner, lunch. Eat up that stupid knock-knock. It'd be about time. Fools, knock-knock laughs at you. Lamesh 2 herself protects me. We already touched you and kicked you and tied you. We be seeing now how goddess protects you. Why you stopped? Release the beast to them. Come on, come on. Where be your dinner? Here it be. Not here, you stupid animal. Take your muzzle off of me. Wait. You eat not me, you eat him. Lord. I told you. What? They're trying to kill Knock Knock? Strafe Tactical Wardrobe. What is going on here?
I'll turn you to ash.
You deserved it. Any last wishes?
God, she... Amiri, for when you absolutely positively need to destroy things. Something very weird is going on here, and we're going to find out what. Alright, Knock Knock.
Ha! The Shatshanks not believe Knock Knock. Poked him with words, and spears, and torches. Bite him, kick him. Who be survivor now, huh? Knock Knock, me. Always me. Hail Lamashtu. Greetin' me heroes. Seen how I dealt with them? They were like, we be smashing you. And I snarled back, no, I be smashing you. And the beast was, rah, and bite again. That's it.
Who are you?
I be the ear of Lamashtu. No, not that. I be the seer of Lamashtu. That's who I be. Her favorite of many. I bring her message. She protects me, sends me offerings to eat and whatnot. I be important. Very important person.
What makes you think you are the seer of Lamashtu?
I had dream. Lama told Knock Knock in her big white arms, rock me, let me suckle her skulls, pet my head and sing. Who's smartest? Who bravest? Who favorite? Knock Knock, that's who. And the next day, proof. I found nest, untouched with eggs. It be a sign. And bigger sign? Llama just saved me, right before your eyes.
This guy has gotten lucky and is about to get eaten. Why did they want to kill you?
It be because of that half-head shaman. Bees bite his back. He be crazy. Something get in his way. He be snarling and poking people with fork.
What do you know about the incursion of enchanted beasts?
Beasts?
He knows the word incursion.
Llama be their mother, like all beasts. But she not birthed them out this way. No way. Half-head shaman lie to make people fear him. Shatshank stride around all puffed up. Everyone bows. Even King won't bark a word against him. He says God has sent us these beasties to answer his prayers. He even made us uproot village. He says there is thing of goddess nearby, where beasts come from, called womb. And he calls me a blasphemer.
What should I do with your kin?
They deserve a knock across heads, all of them. Yet, better not knock. You see, Big Mother Idol? Shatshank's hide in her shadow so can beg and whine for Llama to poison, stab, bite, kill whoever hurts goblins. Don't make Lamashtu Mother mad. Let them live. Hey, where you going? Wait till I untie myself. I go with you. We heroes, we march together. The shaman fled. I bet your hide he come back for revenge. He hates you, Longshanks. Hates your guts. Mine too. Let's follow him, then kick him hard in his guts. Teach him a lesson. We kick the king in his guts too while we be there.
An evil little throat cutter and an arsonist to boot. That's exactly what our company needs. Please, Arvin Elrond, we can't reject this cutie.
See for yourself. Heroes need muscle, right? Also need brain for plans. Someone with pretty face to charm everyone. And needs leader, heart of the group. I can do all of that.
It just means that if I do it, that will be a chaotic evil stance.
Onwards for the adventures!
I'm not, by the way, taking him, but... Okay, good. We scouted the whole barony, visited goblins, dispersed the cult of Lamashtu, and even participated in a real vivisection. Now it's time for everyone to meet and discuss what we've learned about the source of the disease. Neither the goblins nor their terrible goddess were involved in our troubles, but we found a new clue. It seems the goblin shaman knows where to look for the source of the infection. Okay. Alright, so we got to talk to this goblin shaman then. Yeah, so if I did that, it would be chaotic evil.
I do what I must.
Hey, what's up? Where's the goblin shaman?
Anything else?
Oh, goblin shaman. You not dare come closer. We catch one of your kind before, and Lamashtu cursed him a terrible curse. She does the same to you. See how God has punished the blasphemes? You run now, or she get you too. Ha! Yeah, now I'm scared. What will Lamashtu do? Send another owlbear for us to skin? Lamashtu or not, you will be responsible for anyone these vermin kill or maim. Do not press your luck. Cleanse your lands of these monsters. Fine, so be it. I'll spare your life. But I'm still looking for a goblin shaman. Okay, so what you're telling me is that, like, the goblin shaman is just not around. Is that what you're saying?
I'm there.
Yeah. No. I'm not. I'm well into the neutral good category. I just didn't, What the
Their life ends here.
That gate was keeping the Hydra in place, really? Right.
I see something.
Okay, disarm that. Hey, you Jumbo, come here, I'll punch you hard. Cluck, cluck, you stupid Hulk. Yeah.
Applause, please. I see something.
Look at this guy.
Applause, please.
The classic.
Would you look at that? Anything else?
This requires your attention.
Applause, please.
Hey, he ran out of places to run. Ouch. He can't believe he passed all the traps. What I do now, I don't know. I do. Congratulations, Shanks. You passed my firstest test. And for that you get a gift. Wait here. I bring it right away. I'll be back before you know it. Go on then, get out of my sight. Yep.
In due time.
All that baiting. Oh my gosh, a goblin merchant. Exactly. What's up, Inquisitor? Hey, Nameless Gun. Hey. Ah, an adventurer! Greeted welcomes! I twerk a buyer! I sell, I trade, whatever you sword swingers need, I offer. Want to buy something? I can see it in your eyes. Yes, you do. Just 5 money pieces. Not got that much? 10 then. No, twist my wrist, I give discount. Just half 100. So have a deal. Deal. Why even talk to these vermin? Just cut them up and forget about them. How's the merchant trade? Not good. One can't trade with them. They no money in a single sliv shiny or copper circle. Only teeth, rocks. Hey, what about you? You have money? Or maybe you try fool me. See wares, take wares, run. If so, I be seeing money first. What are you selling? Everything you'll be needing for adventurous spell casting, sword swinging. Just look at yourself. Who can you beat with metals and craftings like that? Only today, only for you. Bestest weapons made by goblin, bestest crafters. Just wait. The goblin reaches into the sack by his side and produces a stick with a rusty nail at the end. He swings it several times with a swoosh, almost hitting his own ear. This one can bring whole troll down. Take it, not be many coins. Don't like it? Fine, I can sell you a hydra if you like. It'd be a good hydra, all teeth and claws. Just a giant house of money pieces, and it yours. Delivery cost you, though. Ooh, the fearsome full mace of twerk. 120... Wait. This fearsome full mace of twerk is 123,000 gold. Beast render. +2 animal bane. Falcon. 2d6 damage. Wow. The fearsome full mace of quirk. I'll tell you what. It's pretty good. I really would love it if you had anything but that. Why is it so expensive? A brilliant example of famed goblin weaponsmithing. No, even if I sold a ton of stuff, I would probably get to like... I don't know. 75, maybe 80,000 gold. This is one of those deals where it's just completionist, or if it actually ends up having some like really valuable thing later. I don't know. I'm not dropping 120,000 gold on that weapon right now.
I found something interesting.
I'm off.
Okay, that all looks fine. Alright, I'm going to clear out the rest of this. I don't know what to do with that goblin shaman situation, because I thought I'd be able to find him in here, but it looks like I can't, so... Okay. Let me go over to the east. Oh, hi.
I'm there.
Anything is possible.
Can't unlock it?
And Lindsay was called forth.
Okay, can't do anything with that for now.
Let's give them what they deserve.
Alright, so much for fleeing. I believe I had heard some rumor that you wanted to flee. Oh, another one of those. Why are they just keeping these things around, man?
I see
We've
something.
downed better ones.
I'll fight if I have to.
No, 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 no. Excuse you. Good gravy. We got some meat. That was our treasure. Okay.
Here I am.
I'm glad you called.
All right, let's get back this. All right, and call back. Good. All right, everyone's equipped the way they need to be. So, all right, so it's time to leave this strange village. It's time for everyone to leave this strange village. Not just a few people, but everybody. Okay. Good, good, good. So we definitely gathered some information. Good.
I am never wrong.
I always forget to bring those out. Okay. Okay. Season of Bloom. So we got to get back there to do that. All right. Season of Bloom, 525,600 spores. 525,000 lots of death. 525,600 spores. How do you feel when you have to take a breath? You'll be coughing and hurting and hacking and losing your mind. And then you're gonna be in some trouble with 575,600 spores. How will you treasure your life? How about death?
I
Yes.
need to catch my breath.
It is very catchy, though.
Adventure.
Okay, the throne room was full of people. Your allies stand around the throne, waiting in silence as you approach. The atmosphere is tense. Today you'll be discussing the strange and deadly blight that's recently struck your barony. The gloomy silence is only penetrated by loud chewing. Knock Knock has grabbed a whole fried chicken from the table and is busy devouring it, ignoring everyone else completely. Well, now that we're all here, let's sum up what we know. We've each spent a lot of time and effort to learn what we can about where the monsters come from and what's causing this strange disease. I hope this conversation can help shed some light on the situation. We need to hurry. If we don't find the source of this blight and eliminate it, we may end up with a rebellion on our hands. Let's summarize what we found up to this point. Jihad, the surgery showed that it was magic seeds causing the disease, correct? Right. Judging from the location of the patient's bodies, these seeds were ingested. It seems likely that they're initially extremely small, almost invisible, and people simply swallow them with their food. Once the seed is in the stomach, it begins to grow and cause the symptoms we've seen in our patients. What's up, Dan Van Dam? How you doing? As soon as the seed gains enough strength, it sprouts and turns into a magic portal. Just like a bud turning into a flower, Rastal, forgive me. Something must have possessed me to say that. It really does look like blooming. Each seed tears the body of its victim just as a flower tears its bud. Not it apostrophe S. That means it is. Tears the body of it is victim, no. Keston, we discovered that the Lamashtu cultists weren't involved with a monster infestation. It doesn't mean they're innocent of other crimes, but the monster invasion, at least, is not their work. Mother is not to blame here. Told you, but who listens to me? Goblins obviously like having all these monsters around. To them, it's like a sign of Lamashtu's benevolence. I'd say they're just excited by anything new that happens. Wouldn't be surprised if they're linked to this story somehow, but I doubt the seeds were created by goblin shamans. Besides, a plan like this seems a little beyond the local chief's intelligence. Suddenly phone call. Hello? Okay. Yes. That's quite the case. What's up, Gotonum? Your favorite companion in this game? Very cool. Very cool, very cool. All right. Know what I think? I think Goblin King is rotten lice scratcher. Shaman scratched her, I guess. Shaman plays him like reed pipe, babbles about Lamashtu, then plots behind his back. Can you tell me where these monsters come from, Tristan? The ones that appear because of this bloom? Undoubtedly from some world alien to our own. All the monsters appearing from the bloom are exceptionally large and strong. It would be rare to encounter such specimens in the Stolen Lands or even on most of Galarian. But it's impossible to say what it is that lies on the other side of the portals that's intent on killing your people. That's all I need to know. So, the bloom's essential properties are strange seeds getting into people's bodies, which causes their disease and eventually creates magical portals. Now we just need to discover where the seeds are coming from. If I may, I've noticed an interesting detail. Well, two details to be precise. First, the seeds afflict mostly the villagers. There have been no recorded cases of disease within the city limits except for those who came here looking for the cure. That's right. Thus, we can assume a common factor in how people are exposed to these seeds. Many villages get their food from the same territory. I don't think food is the problem. Take a look. We have the most cases of the disease here, here, and over here. Monsters mostly attack here and here. The cleric's finger travels down the map, tapping points along a fluid line. You see? The situation is most dire along the banks of the Gudrun River. Erastil have mercy. Exactly. Along the river. That must be where the seeds come from their drinking water. Keston, the militia must often find monsters by the river, right? We used to think the monsters were just coming to the river to drink. But if what the cleric says is right, there are dozens of villages along the riverbanks, hundreds of people. How many are likely already infected? Are you suggesting we wait for them all to succumb to this bloom, Baron? Let's pray we can deal with the situation before that happens. We have to go upstream and find the source of this blight. Take me! Me! I want to settle the score with the king! If you allow me, Baron, I'd like to take the lead on this. I'll take the best members of the militia with me and sweep the woods along the river. We'll look under each and every rock if needed. After everything they've been through, these people deserve a chance to discover the source of their misfortunes. No, Keston, we have to deal with this carefully and rationally. Go to your people and await my arrival. You going off half-cocked. Yes, you're right, of course, Your Grace. I'll order my men to get ready immediately. We'll await your arrival and then make our move. Tristan, how did you find the link between the disease and the river? You see, Baron, these scenes are not the only sign of something abnormal at work. Remember the ruins where we first met? The glade near those ruins full of huge flowers? Glades such as that tend to appear all over the Stolen Lands. Seems strange, does it not? Especially if we take into account that the magic seeds and the portals they create look like flowers themselves. Jihad even called this disaster the Bloom. I'd like to research this natural phenomenon and perhaps... Your Grace, we have trouble. The peasants are rioting. Ugh, it's the only solution these nitwits could come up with. Don't worry, Baron. As long as they're not setting fire to the streets, we still have a chance of coming to a peaceful resolution. If you allow me, I'll go and speak with them, do my best to calm the crowd down. And if peace doesn't prevail, your guards and I will stand with you. Let's go. I can hear their shouting even from here.
Adventures can wait.
Oh, pitchforks and torches. There he is, out at last, damn his eyes. Please hear me out before you lynch me. I know you're tired and disgruntled. I am too. Day after day, I and my companions seek a solution to your misfortunes. We've saved so many from this fatal disease, and if the gods have mercy, we can save even more. So please, let us do what we can. Return to your homes, to your loved ones. They need you just as I need your patience and good faith. The Baron is right. You really believe this? It's pure nonsense. Don't you get it? You could run the Baron through, but it wouldn't change a thing. He's of more use alive than dead. So be it, Baron. We'll let you pass. But don't forget, we're trusting you with our lives. Find the source. Save our children from this terrible sickness. Yeah, we'll do that. No problem. Gave him a little something something with the... I can do this. I know, right? Where's Frankenstein's monster exactly? What's up, Lone Wolf? Hello, Your Grace. It feels strange. It's amazing I can just go and have a chat with an actual Baron. You can't, Lindsay. Get to the point. I wanted to talk about Ekun. I'm worried about him lately, although worried might be too strong a word. He's way too gloomy, even more so than usual, if that's possible. Life without a family must be hard for him. But he's not completely alone. He has us. I know we can't replace what he lost, but we must remind him that we are here and he can talk to us. What are you getting at? What I'm getting at is that we should hold a merry revelry and use the opportunity to talk to him, heart to heart. If we just invite him for a drink, he'll no doubt refuse. So we must organize everything in secret. We'll gather guests, prepare food and drink, bring Ekun, and have so much fun. I'll even bring my lute. What do you say? I say that I haven't used Ekun 1 second within this game, but helping him is our comradely duty, and if we need to throw a feast to do that, then that's what we're going to do. Not sure I'd put it like that, but I'm glad you agreed. I've talked to Alina the innkeeper, and she's happy to help us. Although between us, I'm not sure what made her so enthusiastic. Anyway, you should talk to her, and I should go and think what I'm going to play. And one more thing, don't be late. I fear if we don't pull Ekun out of his mood now, it'll be too late. This is where everyone and their mom comes in to talk to me. Arvanelleron, spare me a few minutes. You are the ruler of these lands, and I don't dare tell you what to do. But I can't just stand silently. Hello. I can't just stand silently and watch what's happening behind your back. There are rumors on the streets of a savage goddess enraged by your appearance in her lands. They say she cursed you, and now you bring woe and death to everyone around you. This used to be just idle talk. But now, when we're surrounded by so much death and suffering, the people are ready to truly believe it. And it seems that someone is playing upon your subjects' fears. I saw barkers in the streets telling citizens of the prophet who's building his own kingdom. Not really. According to them, the goddess stands ready to grant forgiveness to any who cleanse themselves of the curse, but this cleansing is accomplished through a terribly cruel death. These horrific deaths involve a wild beast appearing from inside the body, and they think it's a blessing. An insane old man, Remus, he also spoke of some goddess. True, Jihad told me of that preacher. Who knows, perhaps his words touch people more deeply than anyone imagined. What is this kingdom the prophet is building? I only heard fragments of conversation. I think it's not a kingdom exactly, more like a community, or a cult. Oh man, someone's doing Burning Man outside of our city, people. I'm afraid that we'll need to find one of their barkers and ask them if we wish to find out more. It's absurd and dangerous for the people to consider death a blessing. We must get to the bottom of this. Good. Perhaps after uncovering this mystery, we'll find out more about the nature of the curses hanging over the stolen lands. I mean, there must be a reason that these cultists shout about you receiving the goddess's punishment. If we wish to understand, we must find one of those barkers and learn from them all we can. Sadly, these street preachers scare quite easily and avoid our guards. I'll begin my search without delay. When you find time, look for me on the streets of the capital. I hope that when we meet, I'll have already found someone who can tell us more about this strange goddess and her followers. A different kind of barker, I suspect. Alright. Gotta talk to this guy, sell this stuff, then go rest, then come out and see what we're gonna do. Found the shards of an ancient artifact. Trailblazer's helm, Forest Knight's bracers, Ring of Reckless Courage, Cloak of Saw Souls, Armor of Saber-Tooth Courage, Star Commander's Glove, Token of the Dryad, Tal'dam Warrior's Dog Tag. Okay. Lovely. Okay, let's go rest.
Follow if you dare.
9 o'clock. She's like 3 hours. What?
Alright, I'm back downstairs.
Right. Okay, so there's this, there's this. Okay, good. Alrighty, good. So, takes care of that. Alright, so we have a Feast of Feasts and Kingdom of the Cleansed. Don't care about Harem. Season of Bloom, I'll need to go and deal with that too. So Feast of Feast and Kingdom of the Cleansed. I hope that doesn't mean I actually have to take him along with me. Okay. Arv in City. Shoot, what did I just do?
In due time.
Oh, did I leave? I bet I did. I bet I just left. Yep, I did. Yes, I screwed that up. Okay, let's go to the tavern. Let's take care of Ekun first, even though I haven't used him. I could definitely see another playthrough where I would use him more. But the nature of my main character makes my party setup kind of the way that I like it right now. I don't find Knock Knock particularly interesting so far. I find him kind of obvious. So, unfortunately, Def Mole. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'll want to try him later, but so far I have to say I'm not find him particularly interesting. Yeah, but A, he's evil, and I'm not running an evil party for the most part. And except for Kalike, and she's the sister of someone who's good anyway. And the other thing is that Octavia's a pretty good rogue too. But I only just met him. Your Grace, you must have come to talk about the feast for Akundo. I'll be happy to. I'll provide food and drinks. Everything will be first class. We'll serve at the feast. With your permission, Your Grace, for such an honor, with such esteemed guests, I'd like to do it myself, Your Grace. I mean, only to agree on the place. Guess there's no two ways about it. We'll have to have it right in this room. We can decorate it, of course. Yeah, best rogue in the game combat-wise? No. Forgive me, but if we're thinking about the same Akundayo, he will likely feel uncomfortable indoors. The feast must definitely be held in the woods, if Madam Innkeeper is up for such a challenge. Who are you? My name's Natavi. I'm passing through the city. Akun and I know each other from long ago, since back when he carted caravans. We traveled together for a long time. Why would Akun want to feast in the woods? He's a born ranger. He always feels calmer under an open sky. I know him well. You think of a suitable place? How about the Royal Hunting Grounds? I've seen the place in passing. It's not far from the city, it's a cozy nook, and there's water nearby. What do you say, Alina? I might not know Akundo as well as some, but I see no trouble in holding a feast in the woods. Or on a mountain or in a swamp, for that matter. Wonderful. In that case, I'll gladly meet both of you in the agreed-upon place, unless that's a trap. My, I've seen a lot since as a keeper here, but when one just invites herself like that. Oh, what got into me grumbling? It's high time to start cooking. Your Grace, please take care of bringing Akundayo to the agreed place. Lindsay and I will do the rest. Oh, yeah. I never used Edwin and Vinconia. I always used, You think it because of the disease, like he? Yeah. Viconia, I also get Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Viconia was from 1 or from 2? Is Viconia from 1 or 2? Because I always rolled with Minsk, Khalid, Jahara, although Jahara was annoying. Some runs I ran with Yoshimo. Always ran with Aerie. Yeah, I typically run good parties. Well, listen, Minsk was good, but Minsk was also a badass. I mean, let's be clear. I mean, to be fair. Alright. I guess I'll drop you, and I'll bring in you. Well, boo, yes. For sure. Okay. See, this is the problem with the Kun. The problem with the Kun is that I'm already an archer, so I didn't need him. So, Ranger. Okay, let's see. I hope he's got a longbow. I think he's got a longbow. Yeah. Boo is badass. Magic is all Boo's doing. Yeah, I don't know that I would go that far, Othmillip. I definitely prefer the lore from the D&D universe to the Pathfinder universe for sure. I wouldn't say that it's everything bad. I think, remember that Pathfinder, of course, originally is based on D&D 3.5, and then it went in a very different direction. Not very different, but it went in a different direction and became its own thing. But, yeah, I wouldn't say everything bad, but I do think that Pathfinder was sort of... we want to play D&D the way we want to play it, and so they took it and then called it something different and made it Pathfinder. And then they've gone in a different direction, but since then, but still. So. Okay, Ranger. That, yes. Yes, yes. Yes. I have to level him up, by the way, because I haven't been using him at all. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And I mean, again, it's nothing against Pathfinder, but... oh, do you? That's interesting, Defmol. You know what, Othmillip? I don't know. You know, like, I've been playing this game for a long time, you know, on the show so far, and I have to say, I think the game does a lot of things well. I just personally don't find the Kingdom stuff interesting in the least. That's just me. But I do think it does a lot of things well. I do think there are issues sometimes with kind of a aimlessness to it that I don't always like. And that... oh, I've already got that. Let's go to planes. That I don't always like, and so... it's not at all perfect, but it's solid, I would say. That's how I'd put it. And Tyranny is excellent. Tyranny is excellent. I've also played that and won that on here. You know, don't forget about Divinity Original Sin 2. There are some other ones that I'm going to have to try that was sort of like I'm looking forward to giving Disco Elysium a shot. 7 Days Gone I need to look at and see what I can do about that. When... I don't know whether you would count... I guess you can't count. I was going to say, if you were going to count the Shadowrun games from Harebrained Schemes, those are great, but those may not be quite in the same ballpark. So if you're looking at this kind of heroic fantasy type thing, you know, the sort of Pillars of Eternity of the world or whatever. So, yeah. Okay, what am I doing? Athletics, mobility, stealth, lore, perception. Absolutely that. There we go. Longbow +1. That's all you got, dude? I feel like I could do better than that. Well, actually, since I'm not planning to... That's leather armor? Oh my god, dude. We got to equip you, sir. We got to get you kitted out. Alright, hang on. We got to get you equipped. We can't do this. Yeah, Disco Elysium I'm thinking about. I'm seriously thinking about that. I also Yeah, I've been thinking about Disco Elysium quite a bit. I was thinking about doing it on my channel, but I could, I guess, because it is available on GOG, I believe, Disco Elysium, right? Didn't we have it? Didn't someone play it on here? I think Darksaber played that. Didn't he play that on this channel, I believe? Exactly, Def Mole. And Playscape Torment is great, so... Yeah, I know it's on GOG. I just don't remember who played it from us. I think it was Darksaber who played this. I should know this, too, because I was just chatting with him about it. I think, chatting with him recently. Okay, let's get that. Savage Bow. Hell yeah. All right. Now we're cooking with gas. I know Chai's been playing it, yeah. I bet she's been playing it over on her channel, right? Yeah, yeah. Torment is good. I like Torment. Torment was not at the same level, obviously, as some of the other games. You know, Torment was definitely not at the same level as a game like... Torment was not at the same level of the original, obviously, although that would have been hard to do. But I like Torment. Now, I have not played Disco Elysium yet. I'm looking forward to playing it, so I don't want to say something that isn't true. But my sense of it has been... Here we go. My sense of it has been that the game, in terms of, like, its quality, has been, like, sort of what it emphasizes, I guess might be the way to describe it. That is one of the big things that I would say about it. No, I wish I hadn't sold that ring now. Okay. Savage Bow. There you go. Let's get you equipped, sir. There we go. Darksaber played it here. Okay. 24/7 Addams Family. Nice, Kevin. Yeah, so I really... my understanding is that it just has this kind of certain pace to it, which is like comes out, which is pretty cool, basically. So let's use an Alchemist Fire here. Good. Stats are pretty good, actually. Now that he's got the Belt of Giant Strength, 20 Strength, 21 Dex. 14 Con is pretty good stats. His AC is garbage, though. I don't really have a lot that I can use to help that yet. Okay. Hunting Grounds, yes. What's up, JLC? Good to see you. How are you? How long is the campaign of... What do you mean location is not available? So the campaign of Kingmaker is very long. As far as romance options, I have not encountered them yet, but that doesn't mean that they don't exist. And I'll tell you exactly how long I've played. I have played so far... 56 hours. So by the end of today, I will have played 59 hours in this game. So I'm almost to 60 hours, and that's all. And I feel like I've done more than scratch the surface. I've played a lot, but I do think there's a lot more going on there. So, yeah. Okay, wait a second. Oh my God, the companion. That's a dog? The dog is the same size as the people. Good God almighty. Like, he's literally, like, over, like, looking over at Lindsay. He's just like... Right? I mean, for sure, Nameless. Like, oh my god, man. That is some sick stuff.
I'm there.
Keep your eyes open.
Keep your eyes open. That's nice. Okay.
I'm off.
Okay, the hunting grounds. Yeah, Ekun might be cool. I haven't used him because, again, it just didn't feel like it fit.
I do what I must.
It doesn't really fit because I already have an archer. So, like, I needed people that could... And I don't, frankly, have enough healers. And I kind of like Kaliki and Kanera as characters. But... That is a huge... What is that? This is party taking place. Oh, there we go. There we go. Haha! This looks like a party. 2 rangers is twice the Aragorn nest. That's true. That's true. I cannot deny it. There you are. Ekun, old friend. Speak of the devil. Uh-oh. Wanted to have a picnic, silently pat Ekun in the back. Please come here, Kundayo. You don't mind if I call you Ekun? The dog's like... like, he just... The dog always looks like he's just like... No, Kingmaker is its own universe. Pathfinder is its own world. The world of Galarian is what this game is set in. It's its own world, not D&D. And yes, a part of the problem with my view on Pathfinder is that I understand that D&D can sometimes run into a little bit of the generic fantasy option thing, but I find like that's a real problem with Pathfinder. And I will admit, with full disclosure, that Ed Greenwood is a personal friend of mine, and I've done, I've worked with him before in anthologies and had a book that his publishing company published. And so I have great respect for Ed's world building skills. And of course, Ed is the one who created Forgotten Realms. And so I understand that some people get tired of Forgotten Realms, but a lot of the reason they get tired of Forgotten Realms is just because it's been around so damn long and it's been the main sort of default setting for 30 years that they sort of do that. Having said that, Ed is really, really good at world design and coming up with all this sort of stuff. So, and I just don't think this feels to me just... I've just never found the Pathfinder universe to be nearly as interesting. Just my thing. No, Ed created Elminster. Ed wrote a bunch of the Elminster books. He's written a bunch of Forgotten Realms books. I don't know if he's written any Dark Sun books, but that's, he created the Forgotten Realms. So all the Baldur's Gate stuff, that's all set in worlds that Ed created. Yeah, it's impressive, Lathy. Okay. You notice a tattoo of a stinging wasp on her wrist. Please come to me when everyone is busy eating and drinking. I would like to talk to you. talk to you first. Your Grace, I admit we got acquainted very suddenly. That's right. When we met for the first time... Right. Yay! Good job, Nameless Gun. Right. What Kilgore said is correct. I mean, I think, you know, like, for example, so my favorite author, along with Shakespeare, is J.R.R. Tolkien. And Lord of the Rings, I think, are absolute masterpieces of world design and world building. And sometimes people say, you'll hear sometimes people talk about, oh, it's so generic. And I'm like, let's be clear. The later people who imitated Tolkien are the ones doing the generic stuff. He created these worlds. He obviously built on a lot of his knowledge of Beowulf, personal translations, understanding of Anglo-Saxon mythology, etc. But still, this is his world that he created from the beginning, so no one's done it better. That said, I think that the Forgotten Realms sort of fleshed out and created a world that was itself had a very good foundation. And so it is hard to improve on some of those things. I mean, you can, and I've seen it done in some other contexts. You can change it up. But it's a very solid kind of world design. And so, you know. I had to speak to him. Interruptions be damned. What was I supposed to do? I haven't seen Akun for such a long time, and I was so surprised to hear about him. I'd like to know you better. I'm at your service. Where are you from? I grew up in Nantambu, far from here, but never liked that city. I left it years ago and haven't been back since. I remember leaving it vividly. Little towers covered with bright mosaics dot the horizon while I lay hidden in the bushels of sugarcane on a rumbling cart drawn by a lame old donkey. Atavi laughs. How did you meet Akun? We guarded a caravan together. At first I couldn't stand Akun. I took his silence for arrogance. But then a sandstorm forced us to spend a week in a tiny village. We drank everything the only inn had to offer, and got to know each other better. Yep, that's quite right. Quite right, Zaxthos, that's quite right. Fleshed out by many, many people, that's quite right. And remember, you know, Ed had many years of development on Forgotten Realms before TSR at the time even got their hands on it. You know, before he even ended up making it like the default D&D setting, he had spent a lot of time working on it even before that. So, didn't you say before that he doesn't like taverns? He behaves somewhat differently when he was young. Curious story, and old is the world. Akun never mentioned you, and I know Nukun. It isn't like I just picked up Akun 5 seconds ago, and you don't say. It can't be. And he's usually so talkative. Keeps talking about himself, his past, his dreams and plans, a couple of jokes here and there. Yeah, cute. A curious tattoo, a stinging wasp. Does it mean anything? Your Grace is very observant. This tattoo is a tribute to tradition. It symbolizes the transition from unconscious dogmatic conformity to mindfulness and self-awareness. Okay, so I want to say one thing about Pathfinder, about this game that I think they do well. I love this. The perception check passed thing means that you passed a perception check so you get this option. If you don't pass the perception check, you would never see this option, and that's exactly how it should be. In the D&D games where if I'm, you know, DMing or GMing a game, this is exactly what I would do. I would sometimes ask for a perception check, or passive perception, basically, if they don't notice something going up on them, I'm like, oh, you failed a perception check, but I don't know why you failed it. So this really does a good job, I think, of creating this environment that because you passed it, now you can use this as a new option. So that is an evasive answer. I'll probably never get used to the straightforwardness of citizens of the River Kingdoms. A wasp is the sacred animal of Callistria. I am one of her followers. You're more of a Planescape Torment Dark Sun guy? I hear that. I mean, you know, and those are also based on, you know, a lot of other ones, of course. You know, they're pulling from Philip Jose Farmer and, you know, Terry Pratchett and a bunch of these people. Planescape Torment in particular, you know, looks quite a bit at people like Pratchett. So they're all, you know, influenced by something or another. But and PST is still, yeah, connected to the realms anyway. So what did you want to talk about? I wanted to ask a favor. You see, Alina the innkeeper treats me coldly, and I have no reason why. Yesterday, for instance, she argued with me before changing the sheets in my room, and today she refuses to pour me a glass of wine. So I was thinking she wouldn't refuse if the Baron himself asked for a bottle of wine. And why do you need a bottle of wine? What a strange question. Really, why would I need a bottle of wine at a party? I'll see what I can do. Thank you, Orvin Laurent. Still, why do you need a bottle of wine? Oh, damn it.
I'll take care of it.
Love Eberron. Absolutely love Eberron. I cannot wait. In fact, I have to mark down again. I cannot wait for that new book coming out. I absolutely adore Eberron. As I've said many times, I've actually done some of these on my podcast, Speculate, run some of these campaigns. I mean, artificers, warforged, lightning rails, airships. Stop me when this gets bad. Like Sharn, City of Towers, like pretty much all of those 5 things. I'm like, yes, 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 yes. Like I love Eberron. Oh man, it's gonna be great. And there is a new source book that's coming out. In fact, you know what? Here. It is a source book / campaign thing coming out. There we go. Campaign setting and adventure book. So it's called Eberron Rising from the Last War. So there's a first level adventure set in Sharn. I kind of still wish there was even more than that, but at least it kind of sets you up for it. I've been waiting for Eberron for a long time. It's coming out November 19th. And yeah, oh man, cannot wait. I loved Warforged so much. There was even a Warforged in my regular plain old for Tyranny of Dragons campaign because I liked them so much. Okay. Yeah, that's understandable, Nameless Gun. I can see that. I mean, I think that's one where I just sort of love the concept of it so much. I just sort of go with it, and I don't ask as many questions about sort of the hardcore details of aspects. I just kind of like the overall setup. What can I do for you, Your Grace? Alina, could you give me a bottle of wine? Don't bother with the bottle, Your Grace. I'll pour for you. Just bring a glass. Need a bottle for Natavi. She's our guest. You can't refuse her food and drinks.
I'm there.
What does she have against her? Here, I hope you like this. Thank you very much, if you don't mind.
In due time.
Find a wine opener for me. So, my friend, I'll just steal you for a moment. Steve Erickson. I've read some Steve Erickson. Yes, I've read. Oh God. I read one of the books of the Fallen. I can't remember which one because he has like 10 of them. So. Why is there no option to steal the roasted deer? Where are you going? If you leave now, the whole plan goes to pieces. Clear as day. Just want to break from the noise. Wait, what the? Lindsay, go. Goodbye. What? I'm trying to go after the... Oh, stop your nonsense. No, no, no. It's not how it goes down. No, I'm trying to find him, for the love of God. Yeah, well... Unfortunately, Nameless, you only have so much time and so many books to read. And I'm... As a professor who teaches, I am constantly reading and writing my own work anyway. And I have tons and tons and tons and tons of books that I'm constantly reading. So devoting my time to a 10-book plus series is not very likely. You know, I do it as I can, and I was impressed with the world building. I liked a couple of the characters in that book in particular. But I've met Steve Erickson before. But, oh, there he is. Is there a reason I can't talk to anybody? Why can I not? Man.
I'm there.
Yeah. All right, I'm just like... So... Okay, so is this just bugged out? Thank you, Deathmole, for the follow. Is this just bugged out now? Okay. Thank you for the wonderful idea, Lindsay. Isn't it hard to play and talk at the same time? Lindsay, I think now the perfect time for one of your performances. I mean, I haven't had a chance to talk to him. Your attention! My friends, let's raise our glasses. I hope this doesn't end the whole sequence. Let's celebrate our adventures and that we have others to share them with. And let's thank Alina for a generous feast. The evening was wonderful. Yeah, that's mine. If you follow GOG, you'll see the GOG alert come up too. Alina bows, turning red. And now I'd like to play something special for you. I haven't composed anything for a while, but this is a special occasion. Welcome back. Music starts flowing. Lindsay's performance isn't perfect, but it's deep and emotional. One cadence follows another and music echoes among the trees. I gotta turn this up a little. Okay. Very nice. Suddenly you notice that Ekun is standing much closer than you thought. You realize he's slowly moving closer to you, fidgeting from foot to foot and trying not to look at anyone. At the same time, Alina is trying to lean closer and closer to Ekun, trying to touch his shoulder. Noticing your look, she gives you a sharp look. I don't fully understand what just happened. I don't like how that went down. I want to get them together. Okay. Yeah, I know. I got that impression. I want to, you know... Okay, blah, blah, blah. In they come. Come here, friend. There we go. There we go. What is that clapping? Or what is this? What is the gator clap? Like, what? Really? Oh my god, what? What can I do for you, Your Grace? Thank you for organizing such a wonderful party for Akun. My pleasure, Your Grace. I'm having everything turned out this way as well. Besides, entertaining a man such as a Kandayo is a pleasure. Alright. Your Grace must want to talk to Akun. I'll go make sure everyone has enough to drink. Cunning plan. To bring a hunter to a feast, call him to hunt. You know Lindsay. It was a team effort. Lindsay, Alina, Natavi, and you, according to Alina. Thank you. Hope we didn't do more harm than good. Are you at least having fun? It's good to be among friends and trees. And even better, not holding a bow. How are you? Life is life. Goes on, whether we wish it or not. God damn it. I'm still thinking about them. I wake up with the first rays of sun. I see the flames of faces of my family. Fire turns to ashes, midday turns to midnight, and when the stars are shining, I still think of them. Some days bitterness and rage fill me. I drive them away. Other days I feel the smile on my face and I appall myself. Only hunting numbs my feelings. But the farther I follow the trail, the darker the woods are, and the harder it is to find my way back. Times our feelings spare us, but your grief and your anger are justified. One can't order one's heart to stop seeking revenge and justice. I suppose you're right. One can't be scared and leave these woods behind. Why did you never tell me about Natavi? Why? How did you meet Natavi? Guarded caravans. She talked a lot. I thought, she must be in love with her own voice. But over time we walked many roads together. I learned she had a steady eye and a strong hand. Were you close? We are friends. And friends leave, but stay anyway. Why did you stop talking? Amanda said, a caravan is here. You'll go to the tavern again. Natavi is a bad influence. And then Natavi started coming less and less. I see. I see Alina's trying very hard to please you. She is the lady of the house. This is her responsibility. I think this is more than a sense of obligation. I thought about it. Time will tell. There is very much of her, all at once. However, she is a good woman. Let's talk about something else. Look at me. Alina's wine is quite good. It's your choice, though. Damn it. You get something to eat. Hey, dog. Yeah. What's up, dog? Oh, just look at that, Akun. Thank you for the follow, MDGOTV on GOG.com. Look at that, Akun. He seems so loyal. You have to give him a name. You do. You've been together for so long. You've been through so much together. The heart wants what it wants. Why would one fake affection when there is none? I think he deserves a name. His name is Okbo. That's better. A wonderful, imposing name, well chosen. By the way, friends, not to sound too mundane, but I'm quite tired and we still have to get to the city. Maybe it's time we pack up. Yeah, he does look smaller, doesn't he? Also, did you just leave? I'm not done talking to Natavi. God almighty, man. What? No.
Adventures can wait.
No. Oh, my God. Come on, game. I wanted to talk to Natavi first. Jeez. I mean, Dog was straight up as big as any of the people there at first. So...
In due time.
Alright, so I can't talk to her anyway. Alright, fine. I am trying to get them together. My boy Ekundayo and Natavi. Couldn't seem to enjoy himself as well. We managed to dispel his gloom. Good stuff. Alright. Now we've got Kingdom of the Cleanse that we've got to deal with. And then, I don't care about Unwanted Legacy. Ugh. I really don't want to bring Harem with me to do anything, but... maybe I'll just do one. Maybe I'll just do Kingdom of the Cleansed and then I'll do Season of Bloom. Hekandaya was pretty cool. I could see sticking with him. Is that true? I mean, also the fact that he comes with Akbo is a powerful incentive for him. I might actually use him. Okay, so... Okay.
Adventures can wait.
Yes, you need to rest. I get it.
In due time.
Okay. Did he really? Yeah, I mean, like, you know... We'll see how he is. I mean, I kind of like his character. Alright, Arvin City. Alright, where's Tristan? Here you are. I love that Tristan hangs out over near Knock Knock. Tristan's just like, let the light follow with you. What? What are you talking about? I said let the what? Stop, please. I beg you. Arvanelleron, here. Who are you? We are lucky to have met you. Meet Amalia, loyal follower of the Kingdom of the Cleansed. Do you remember? We've recently been discussing this unusual initiative. Amalia was so kind as to tell me everything that she and her friends are doing. Young Amalia turns her childishly round and freckled face and looks at you with clear green eyes. She wears a simple dress and a necklace made of dried ashberries and is holding a stack of papers. Please stay a moment. It would be a pleasure for me to tell you about our kingdom. Enough of this cultist scumbag. What is this? So what have you been discussing? I've just been asking how Amalia came to the kingdom. What attracted her to this teaching? There is someone in my family who followed the goddess's commandments. Soon I myself will enter the kingdom, and I hope that through loyal service and veneration I will prepare myself for the main test which I have yet to endure. And your family doesn't mind that this will happen to you? Are they ready to sacrifice you to their goddess? Of course they are. To be one of the chosen, one of the cleansed, it's a great honor for each of us. But you are so young. Why hurry to leave this world before you've experienced it in full? It's wrong to think about yourself. Once I wanted to live in Restov, wear dresses and walk down boulevards, but then these terrible things started happening. So many people in our village died. The goddess teaches that selfishness leads to trouble. Now my only wish is to serve the kingdom and the goddess. What did you find out about the kingdom, Tristan? The kingdom of the cleansed is a brotherhood of those who believe in the great goddess who promises salvation in return for cleansing. Forgive me, Amalia, if I'm missing any important details. Our mission is saving innocent souls from the curse that falls upon the heads of the undeserving. The goddess is ready to guard from evil anyone who kisses the ground and begs for mercy. Those who have rejected their sinful ways may enter the kingdom of the cleansed and pray for their speedy deliverance from worldly torments. To give your life for the goddess, isn't it the greatest honor any of us can receive? And destroying the false ruler, isn't that the truest destiny of all nature's loyal servants? Does your goddess have a name? Yes, but only the first faithful knows it. He is the high priest to whom the goddess appeared. Yeah, sure. Guess what? The first faithful. He delivers her commandments and shows us her will. Through him she lays open her design, to clear the tormented ground, sending signs and opening doors to her creatures through the bodies of mortals. What false ruler are you talking about? The Baron cursed by the goddess? He is the source of all our woes. He cast aside natural law and vandalized the field and forest. Are you aware that I am the very same Baron who you are condemning? It can't be. You're so polite. And Sir Tristram would hardly be friends with such a dreadful creature as the cursed Baron. Tell me more about this deliverance from worldly torments. Inhabiting this world where unhappiness and unfairness multiply taints the soul and turns it from the eternal kingdom of freedom and love granted by the goddess. But you can cleanse your sins by accepting her gift, a special goodness that sets the cleansed apart. Goodness? What goodness could hide in a painful death? Not everyone is capable of withstanding the test, because the way to cleansing lies through bodily torment. But those who overcome their passions and prove their loyalty become the womb of the goddess, to bear her children wild and beautiful as she herself. The soul of the cleansed rests in the hands of the goddess. Oh my god, you've been brainwashed. Don't worry. The time will come that you come to understand that the first faithful was right. I hope it won't be long when you and I will reunite in the embrace of the goddess. Enough. I see you have many questions. Please take an invitation to our meetings. We meet at sunset in the appointed place where we accept the sacrament from the first faithful himself. Got one of the leaflets. Soon another meeting will take place. Do come, you and Sir Tristram. Amalia looks at the priest dreamily, then quickly blushes and looks down at her toes. What are you holding? The same invitation that Amalia gave you. Must go. I have to go too. I need to get to the other side of the city. I hope to see you at our next meeting. And you too, Sir Tristram. So long, Amalia. May the good goddess save you. A meeting at the appointed place. There are even directions how to get there. It looks like it's time we visit this sacrament. Amalia looked at you very fondly, don't you think? You distract us from our goal. Something wrong? I worship Sarenrae myself, but my faith has little in common with the faith of these cultists. They fill the heads of innocent children with pernicious and dangerous ideas which they cannot fully understand. What do you think awaits us at the meeting? Whatever awaits, this mysterious first faithful will be there. Judging by his title, he's the one who invented this insane kingdom. I believe that talking to him will solve many of the riddles we face. Will you come with me to the meeting? I would insist on participating in this investigation. I cannot let you go alone after I dragged you into this strange affair. All right.
I'm there.
I love that lantern at his belt. All right. Here we go. Actually, you ready to go to the meeting of the Kingdom of the Cleansed? Okay, so let's see. Valerie, Mary, Tavia, Lindsay. Yeah, I guess Tristan is my healer. I'll have to leave Ekondayo back for this one, but... Alright. And then... I have not used this guy for a while. I used Tristan at the beginning. And I liked him. But then Kalike I found a little more interesting. Healer's Blessing. All your cure spells are treated as if they were empowered, increasing the amount of damage healed by half. Oh, man. Some of that healing ability is pretty sweet. I like how he doesn't have the feature atheism. Yes, I suppose someone who relies on his god to give him stuff is not going to be so big on the atheism idea. Alright, I need to find... Alright, I need to find the, Hold on before I level you up. Just hang on. Yes. Hang on just a second. I think probably Conjuration is going to make the most sense. Yeah. Alright. Conjuration. It is. Cleric. Lore. Religion. Persuasion. Conjuration, yep. Cleric. Let's see, Wisdom. This. Alright. Cleric. Can I pick Brumancy? Yeah, I know, right? 2, 3, and 4. Angelic Aspect. Okay. So... there's Art in the City. Alright, we're going to get over to the Secret Sanctum. I am going to have to wrap up here in just a second, but... the Secret Sanctum so I know where we're going. Your IPAs now have +1 difficulty. Exactly. Difficult to save. There we go. And also, while I'm on this subject, what have you got right now? Light crossbow +1. Oh, ring of protection +1. That's it. Yep, these are the wages of these. I haven't done many of these yet. Things. That's what this is about. Okay. Place marked Secret Sanctum. Well, I mean, when they send an invitation, right? They send an invitation that they're like, come to our secret thing, our secret lair. You're like, really? It's got a big keep out on the front. Keep out. Ah, the Secret Sanctum. No, you still need to be back there. That works, though. We're just in time. The sacrament has already begun. The sky will split, the waters will part, and the ground itself will devour the evil that comes to us from the lands of death. Lands of death. Beware, false rulers. Their foul walls and rotten locks will not protect their henchmen from nature's wrath. It appears that the restless old man started preaching again. Anyone who stands under the enemy's banner will be crushed by the same unrelenting force that inspires me. And inspires me to do this, and this, and this, and this, and this. All who fall to their knees and devotes themselves to the goddess will be cleansed. Cleansed, 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 cleansed. Pray to her and you will be granted forgiveness in death. Hail, Remus, herald of the goddess! Hail the prophet! Thank you, your holiness! What a great speech. Boy, you know, you've really knocked it out of the park this time, I'll tell you. That Toastmaster job has really helped you. Brothers and sisters, good people, it is time for the sacrament. The first faithful will bless us. My subjects, servants of the kingdom of the cleansed, today is a special day, the day we have long prayed for. Today we shall finally wash away the filth from our souls and clear the path for our kingdom. For today the sacrament will end with a long-awaited sacrifice which will please the goddess more than all our prayers. Once the goddess asked us meager sheep to repent our sins, but in our pride we were deaf to her appeals. That's what I'm saying. Notice how obvious my emotions are. Now she demands another sacrifice. False start. Offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down. Ruthgert. His name is Ruthgert? Ruthgert. What do you say, Baron? Are you prepared to sacrifice your useless life for these people whom you care about? Stop. You don't know what you're doing. Father, what are you doing? Stop. I'm afraid it's too late for words. Oh, damn. Oh, no, 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 no.
Let us strike as one.
My hand. I still got it.
How did I get in front?
Could this happen? Be generous today,
Hey,
for I am not.
can someone help me?
Well, this went badly. Oh, for the love of God. First of all, I don't know what the hell I'm doing ahead of them. Why am I... Okay. I swear to God, man. You go back here. You go up here. Yes. Alright, let's try this again. Really hope I can skip through some stuff here. Oh my God. There's got to be a way I can skip through this. No, 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 no. You can't. No. No, no, no. There's got to be a way to skip through this. There's no way to skip through this? What? There's no way to skip through this. Really? You've got to be joking me. There's no way to skip through? Does anybody know? Yeah, but I don't want to use fireballs immediately. Does anyone know if there's a way to skip through this? I mean, for the love of God, don't have non-skippable cutscenes, please. Never, 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 never. Yeah, it's just, yeah, I had a couple of crumbs on my keyboard. Oh, for the love of God. I can't believe that. Oh my God. Maybe we've long prayed for. Are you kidding me? It's bad design. There's just no reason whatsoever that you shouldn't be able to skip through this. He's just dumb. Yeah. What's up, Dragon? If this was a DOS game, you could speed up the CPU cycles. No, but I mean, it's like, just all you need to do is just click through this. Like, click, click, click. It should be easy enough to do. Instead of making you go through the exact same speed.
Ends here.
Shoot.
This didn't work. I must be doing it wrong.
No, I already know about that. Okay, rage. Someone was asking about fireballs just now? Oh my god.
This will hurt.
Oh, wait. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Someone help me!
You should have run.
Oh, no.
Strike.
To victory!
Wow. That is how you do it. Damn it, the goddess will know of your betrayal. I can't believe everything turned out like this. Are you all right? Yes. No. No, I'm not all right. I'll never get used to how quickly a peaceful conversation can turn into a bloody battle. This was so cruel and pointless. Don't worry, I'll gather myself now. Take heart. We have to catch the cultists who escaped. It is too easy to grieve for the fallen. It was a trap. You may not have noticed, but the First Faithful's face changed the very instant he noticed you. I think he's been prepared for our visit for a long time. The Faithful shouted something about betraying the goddess. I have no idea what's going on in his insane mind. Perhaps he meant that you refused to submit to his knife. The other cultists are getting away. Please let them be. Their leader is gone, their friends are dead. They are just lost souls led into temptation by a wicked leader. If we are to eradicate this affliction, we must find the First Faithful. It wouldn't help even if we tracked down every peasant in his cult. Please, let us return to the city and consider how we may find their leader. You're right, Tristan. I hope tonight's terrors are enough to keep these people away from the kingdom forever. Oh, thank the gods. Too much blood for one sacred ritual. Thank you. Their deaths would be a heavy burden on my heart. As soon as we reach the capital, I will seek out former cultists and learn where the First Faithful might have escaped. Find me in the city later. Okay. That was a little freaky. Shoot, I didn't mean to get that.
Right here, my friend.
Yep. That heal was fairly effective, I think. I mean, that fireball, rather, was fairly effective. Okay, this. That was kind of a mess. Like, just everybody were just like, oh, no, please. Oh. I was like, sorry, Brosif. I apologize unreservedly. What's up, Izzies? Limps into chat. Hope you're alright, Izzies. Energy. Okay. So his daughter got away, and obviously he got away. It's not useful. You got something? You
Onward.
put something in your back?
Together.
Oh. Okay. So, Kingdom of Cleanse is done for. Something is still troubling our priest of Sarenrae. We need to find him and speak to him. Alright, let's get back to the city. And then when we start next time, we will begin by starting with our discussion with our boy Tristan. Oh no. Okay. Let's get back up to Tuskdale.
I need to catch my breath.
I'm sure you do. Okay, let's get to the main square, sell what we need to. Okay. Let's hurry here. By the way, I'm running over because we do not have anyone else following me today. The Crocs will be back on tomorrow. I do have to get going here, though.
Adventures can wait.
So... just get up here quickly and sell stuff. Okay, good. Am I the boss? Because I can. What's up, Takadja? Alright, so we're gonna go rest. And then we're gonna come down to Tristan.
Due time.
This is mostly so that when I come back to this in a week, I can remember what exactly I'm doing. I don't have a lot of loose ends to deal with. Come on, 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 come on. Alright. Up you go. Talk to this guy. Sell this stuff. Found the shards. Blah, blah, blah. 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 Relics. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. See you. Let's get up to my room. Get in here. Rest. Right, get out. Alright, Tristan. Quickly, tell me what you need to know. Thank you for coming. Unfortunately, I have bad news. I managed to find a couple of cultists in the Kingdom of the Cleansed. The poor fellows were scared to death, but I comforted them and promised not to speak their names. Anyway, they left the capital, fearing your wrath. None of them saw the first faithful after that fateful meeting. The scoundrel vanished into thin air, and with him all meetings, sacraments, and talk of the goddess. Looks like the peculiar power of curses in the stolen lands is not in fact connected to these lunatics. Anyway, we managed to get their barkers off the streets, and yesterday's fanatics have returned home to their families and honest work. Thank you for your help, Arvin Eleron. I will not leave you of my own accord until I repay you for your kindness. Leave, I don't want to ever see you again. Have you heard anything about the Kingdom of the Cleansed? Not yet. I don't know whether to be glad about it or not. The priest may be regrouping, in which case it may be all the more difficult to defeat him. Alright, so we cleared that out of the way. Alright, surviving cultist laying low. High priest seems to have vanished. Good. So, I'm sure we're going to deal with him later on. But that means next time that we get back to this, we'll be into Season of Bloom, which is the Gudrun River to the east of the capital. And we will deal with that later. So we did manage to clear that out of the way. So, delete that. Save that. And quick save. And there we go. Good stuff. All right, folks. So we did actually make good progress on this today, and got farther along. Found a new character with Knock Knock, and actually found a character that I'm likely to use in Ikondio. So we made some good progress. So that's awesome. But it is time for me to get going. I have stuff that I've got to do going on, but I do want to mention to everybody that if you were around this evening in about 2 hours, a little less than that actually, I will be over on my channel with some Ace Attorney, Apollo Justice Ace Attorney with my voiceover team called the Vocalists. So we will have some professional voice actors voicing these things. These are a blast. Like, they're always a lot of fun. There's a lot of laughter. And so if you like those games at all, or if you are interested in checking them out, then please stop on by. Otherwise, I will be back on my channel again, as I say tonight. I'll be then back on the channel on Friday as well, when I'll be playing some Neverwinter Nights, Tyrants of the Moonsea, something which may be loved by some of the GOG community here. I've really had a lot of fun. That's a really great game. I've been enjoying that quite a bit. A premium module for Neverwinter Nights. And then I will be right back here. Then Saturday is D&D with Curse of Strahd with my Infinity and Beyond team. And then next Tuesday, I'll be on my channel with Adventures in Middle Earth, my sponsored campaign, at 10:30 in the morning. And then we'll be back here at 4 p.m. Eastern for Pathfinder Kingmaker. And that will be, as you just pointed out, Scar Emerald, episode 200 of Pen and Pixels. So next week will be episode 200, which is going to be pretty exciting. So Tyrants of the Moonsea is now completed. Yes, it has been released and is completed. Just not too long ago, actually, Nameless Gun. So that's why I've been having fun going through and playing it. So, but that is going to do it for me. I want to thank everyone for being here. Hopefully I'll see you on my channel later tonight. Please follow GOG.com if you haven't done so already. Please make sure to check out by subbing to us. That's always appreciated. And thank you to those of you who have done so already. And please consider also clicking through and checking out our individual channels and subbing to us, following and doing all that good stuff, Patreons and stuff over there, because we all have our individual systems and that helps support us as well. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed things today. We will have D&D with GOG back on this channel in a couple of weeks with Storm King's Thunder, but next week, in all likelihood, I'll be back here with episode 200 and some more Pathfinder Kingmaker. That's going to do it for me. Thanks, everyone, and I will catch all of you lovely people soon. Remember, tomorrow, we'll be right back here on this channel with the Crocs playing Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine, so you'll definitely want to keep your calendars marked for that so you can come back to us tomorrow. But that's it for now. See you folks later on my channel or back here next week. And until then, everyone be good to each other. And if you're in America, you still got a little while. Go vote. Do it now. Go vote because it's really important. That's all for me. I'll catch you all soon. Bye for now.